Alam mo kung bakit ko nasasabi na dapat this have to stop? If well, yun ang sinasabi natin, the law must be applied to all or none at all, di ba? Eh ngayon, ang problema, kung halimbawa nagmumura si former president sa Senado, tapos inayaan natin magmura dito, what prevent others to make that kind of statement as well? Papatay. Halimbawa, si Laila de Lima, o sabihin niya, ayun, patay, o, ko-contempt mo siya, or pag hindi winidraw, eh, kasi pinabayaan natin. So, wag natin hayaan na dungisan yung institusyon. Hayaan na nating dungisan tayong mga parliamentarians. But yung mismong institusyon na mapapunta yung record ng mga sinasabi ng bawat isa dyan, na babasahin ng mga susunod na henerasyon, nakakaya tayo. Nakakaya. Di ba babasahin nila, wala man lang nag-stand para i-delete o tanggalin yon sa record ng Senado and even in us. Kaya nga sabi ko, pag dito, hindi ako papayag na paput into record yan. Pabubura ko yan. I mean, that I'm
Point of order.
I'm pretty sure all of the chairman and all the members will agree with me na hindi po natin pwedeng ilagay sa record yan. Lalabas dyan yan lahat ng mura. Lahat ng mga masasakit na salita na hinayaan natin. At tayo ang sisisihin ng mga susunod na henerasyon for that.
I like our people to know na lahat po ng pronouncement ng Pangulo, kahit na pagumura niya, recorded po yan sa Malacanang eh. Nasa archive yan. Lahat ng mga sinabi niya. Pag pagumura niya, alright. Kaya nga ako, pag may program ako, o mayroon akong nasasabi, kahit sa pulpito, may mga nagbabasa sa akin, minumura ako eh. Bakit? Alam ko kung saan galing yun eh. Di ba? But the thing is this. Yung PI, hindi lang mura yan eh. Nanay ko, tinutukoy mo dyan eh. Nanay ko yan eh. Terrible mahal ko nanay ko eh. Ba't mo kinakailangan murahin? Kung magagawa ka ng PI. Oo, siguro, yung gago matatanggap ko pa eh. Kung talagang gago yan eh. Yung tarantado, kung talagang tarantado yan. Sinasabi ko yan sa pulpito eh. Kung talagang tarantado ka, hindi mura yan, totoo yan. Pero yung PI, pambira, pagtanggap ng ating kababayan yan, minumura mismo yung nanay niya, hindi ko katanggap-tanggap sa akin yan.
Sir, last na lang. Sir, so if in case na pag umattend siya sa Quadcom, tapos ganon, anong gagawin natin, sir?
Point of order.
Yeah, ganun. Tapos we will try to remind him. Tapos pagpaulit-ulit pa rin, then we have to take action. Well, ako, ang nakikita ko dyan, I try to tell this to Chairman Ace eh. Sabi ko, kapag gano'n, nagsalita siya ng panay mura inabot natin doon, I think we have exhausted yung mga bagay na itatanong sa Senado. To be honest, I'm candid with that. Ay, yung magandang nagawa sa Senado na umamin si former President about the DDS and also yung trying to convince yung mga criminals to take arms and for the PNP to kill them. So, yun, na-establish natin yun. And sabihin na nilang joke yun, whatever, bahala sila. Pero na-establish natin doon sa statement nun. And ako, okay na yun eh. Nakuha na natin pinaka-gist nung ng sinasabi natin na meron tayong DDS, merong patayan. Ang hindi lang natin masyado na-establish doon that they denied is yung reward. Yung kasi hindi yun inamin. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, yung sinabi, merong 7 na pangalan. At tinatanong doon kung binayaran yon. Tinanong ni Senator Risa yon eh. Ang sabi, hindi, mayayaman yun eh. Mayayaman yun, yung mga yun. Parang ganun ang pagkakaintindi ko. So, nandun yung denial about that matter. So probably, yun yung mga issue na pwede namin explore kung more people will come out and try to reveal yung mga payment system that was that transpired during the past administration.
Ako, I'm not against the Senate hearing, no? Pero lagay ko, hindi uso sa Senado yung point of order eh. Sa amin, ako sinabi ko na, niisip ko ba lang, pag nagmura ang ating Pangulo ng PI sa aming Quadcom, point of order pa rin yan. Point of order. Mr. Chairman, point of order. We should not allow any vulgar statement in this hearing. Ganun lang naman yun eh. Oh, wala na yung magagawa niya. Kinakailangan po talaga, sansalain natin ito. Bakit? Kapag nasanay tayo dyan, yung mga bata sa mga kalye, ganoon na rin ang gagawin nila eh.
Sandro, please bear with us as we are still about to accommodate queries from our media. I appeal to everyone to refrain from asking questions that have already been addressed by our resource persons. Lines Capante from GMA Online.
Sir, morning. Sir, follow-up ko lang po yung kay Colonel Garma. Senate President Escudero said it's very important for her to appear in the Senate drug war probe. Is the House allowing her to go there? Or as far as you know, does she want to testify also in the Senate?
Well, ako, talagang dapat mag-appeal siya doon, no? Sooner or later, she'll be there din naman as well. Unfortunately, prior to the last committee hearing natin, noong October 22, nagpapaalam na yan about yung kanyang condition. And it's a long letter to us. She was talking about yung esophagus niya eh. Kasi parang meron siyang dito na naka-block na hindi siya makalunok. And actually, hindi namin siya inalaw na hindi maka-attend noong October 22. And because after that hearing, we allowed her na ma-consider yung medical check-up niya. And it happened na I thought Sunday siya pupunta para maka-attend siya ng Monday. Pero yun nga, Monday pala siya umattend ng medical check-up niya. So kay Leonardo, siguro after niyan, ilang days lang naman yung COVID, so he can attend.
Nakatanggap kami ng urgent motion, di ba? From the lawyer na talaga matindi ang sakit ni Colonel Garma. So, kami naman, hindi naman namin pwedeng, sabi ng urgent motion na this is another human rights concern, no? Yung right to life. Naniniwala ako dun eh. So, hinayaan namin siya makita ng mga doktor sa Cardinal Santos. I do not know if he's in Cardinal Santos now, no? O nagpapatingin si Cardinal Santos. Oo. For medical check-up. Balita namin, baka ma-ICU pa siya eh, because of that. So, she cannot actually speak properly, mentally speaking, kung harap siya sa Senado. Although kami naman, we will not prevent the Senate from calling her to testify.
Release Colonel Garma. That is all.
Not yet.
Opo.
Nalip na yung contempt? Hindi pa.
Sir, follow-up na. Follow-up po yung President Duterte kasi, former President Duterte kahapon was qualifying the responsibility. Said, taking responsibility for policy. Cannot take responsibility for specific crimes kasi isa ni Senator Risa, how about this kid who is armed? Si Ian, Carl Anthony, Reynaldo de Cruz. That's the name.
Kasi nga yan nga
So,
eh.
acceptable ba yung qualification niya na for specific crimes, I cannot take responsibility? So how do you respond to that? I mean, is that an acceptable argument?
Yun nga ang problem eh. Di ba may mga pronouncement siya. O sige, ano niya, patayin niyo na. Kung bahala sa inyo, sagot ko kayo. O then suddenly ngayon, pag may mga specific crime na nagawa, like for example, inarm mo yung you're trying to tell yung criminal, o sige, i-ano mo siya, i-provoke mo siya para patayin siya ng PNP. So ginawa ng PNP. Alam mo, ito kasi, well, the level of knowledge of the president and all the generals and the chief PNP, they are far more intelligent eh. Let's accept it, Yung mga lower ranks, like for example, yung mga sergeant, teniente, major, captain. So ngayon, hindi yung negation, yung kanilang elimination, ng negation na sinasabi nila, hindi naman nakarating yun sa lower ranks eh. Sa kanilang yun, tinago nga yun eh. O di ba, they accepted do sa Senate na it was being hidden. Now, ang bigat nung naging repercussion sa ating mga kababayan. You have to understand na hindi nga pantay-pantay ang level ng knowledge ng ating mga kapulisan. Merong mga mabababa, with all due respect with them, na hindi nila alam kung ano yung mga inuutos sa taas na hindi na ba nabababa properly sa kanila. Basta ang alam lamang, sige, patayin yan, sagot namin kayo. O now, ngayon, pinatay mo yun. Ikaw responsible na pulis dyan. So, sagutin mo yan. Kung paano yung sinabi niyang pronouncement nila, nasagot kita. Kaya ngayon sinasabi ng presidente, sagot niya niya lahat. Pero in the proper court, hindi naman pwede yun. Hindi naman pwede ituro nung pulis na akong nag-utos sa iyo directly na meron direct knowledge at may witness. Wala namang ganun eh. Sinabi lang niya yung pronouncement niya. Tapos sinasabi ng mga generals niya, ng mga lawyers, joke lang yun. So ngayon, meron nang nangyaring krimen. O, bahala ka na. Yan ang problem na-encounter ng mga kapulisan natin. I think it's a deception in the highest level that we have to accept the real situation of the members of the PNP. They have to confront yung mga issues and cases that will be filed against them.
So I will never question the knowledge of the president being a lawyer, no, and a former prosecutor. Pero malinaw yung Republic Act 9851 eh. Oo. Kasama dun yung command responsibility or conspiracy. I mean, ang question ko, logic lang to ha, logically. Ano ba ang basis ng pagpatay? Di ba policy? What is the policy of the government during his time? Shoot them dead. So bakit mabatay ang mga police? Gusto mo nilang pumatay? I don't think the policemen would like to kill him. Hindi, ayaw nilang pumatay. Oo, nais ko din sabihin na nakakaawa din yung kapulisan nila na sinasabi nila, we are just obeying the command of the higher up. Kawawa po sila eh. So sa akin, logically speaking, what is the basis of the killings that have happened? Ang dami niyan. Policy. Who pronounced the policy? The former president.
Sorry, so ultimately responsible siya. Even for the specific crimes.
Sa akin, I believe so. On command responsibility. Wala.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Victoria Tulad from ABS-CBN.
Thank you. Good afternoon po. Sir, meron kasing iba na iniisip na suspicious yung pag-meet po ninyo kay Grijaldo outside of the hearing itself. Can you just explain po, part ba siya ng process talaga na Kongs meet resource persons, talk about certain stuff outside of the hearing?
Well, actually, of course, you have to validate and verify. Meron kami tinatawag na betting eh. Yung betting, alamin mo kung talagang totoo yung mga sinasabi. Like, for example, yung kay Colonel Garma na sinasabi niya na kaibigan niya yon. Ako, I can confirm that kasi prior to that meeting with Grijaldo doon sa back ng Quadcom, na-meet ko na si Grijaldo doon sa meeting namin prior to that. So, basically, nung sinabi niya kaibigan niya yon at kaklasmate niya, naniwala ako doon. At ang sinabi niya na yan ang makakapag-testify doon sa mga sinabi ko sa affidavit. So, binigyan namin ng chance. But that betting process that was done to Colonel Grijaldo, ako lang yon saka si Chairman Abante. Hindi pa yon alam ng ibang chairman. And that's the reason why wala pang lawyer si Grijaldo doon. And even us, wala pa rin kaming lawyer. But during that time, we see it proper to include yung lawyer ni Garma dahil sila yung nag-request na kausapin si Grijaldo during that time, which we did. Unfortunately, yun nga nangyari.
Lahat naman ng mga affidavit na ginawa ng mga witness namin was done with the help of their lawyers, yung kanilang mga abogado. Siyempre, alam naman ng ating kababayan yan, no? Colonel Garma, for example, tinanong namin siya why are you now changing your statement? Sinabi naman niya, I have a change of heart. Sabi niya, I now want to speak the truth. At sabi pa niya, the truth shall set you free. Oo. And then she made a supplemental affidavit on that with the help of her lawyers. Ganoon din naman Grijaldo eh. Kung gusto niya kumuha ng abogado, it's up to him. Sapagkat he is also accountable. Binanggit po sa amin ni Colonel Garma, marami siyang alam. And he is also fully accountable sapagkat nung pinatay si General Barayuga, wala natanggap na report mula sa kanya. Wala siyang ginawa bilang Chief of Police at that time in Mandaluyong.
And then, do you think nabawasan po yung credibility ng Senate hearing dahil hindi nag-inhibit si Senator Go and Senator Bato?
You just have to think about this, parang ako, akusado ako, and I am part of the jury. I'm interrogating yung mga resource persons. And pag ganun ang sitwasyon, what will come out to the investigation? It's not proper to be a part of the jury, And I think it's, inappropriate and not allowed, Like, for example, sa states, hindi naman pwede yung ganun. So, common sense dictates that don't be a part of any investigation that ikaw mismo involved. Ako, if ever that I'll be involved in any case, being chairman of Committee on Public Order and Safety, I will inhibit myself and I will transfer the responsibility to my vice chairman. Kasi I think mababawasan talaga yung credibility investigation.